Welcome here to Guam. We're currently live at the University of Guam Fieldhouse for this big game in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers between the winningest team in history of the FIBA Asia Cup, China, and our host Guam. Well, it's been a huge turnaround for China since that defeat to Japan in Tokyo in the very first window. A big emphatic victory for them in their rematch against Japan. And tonight with a victory, they could indeed finish top of the group. Well, this Group C has been very entertaining, full of so much fruition. Of course, Japan and China currently holding those two top positions. Japan, of course, defeating Mongolia. Now remember, prior to coming to this game, both Guam and Mongolia split two games against each other and won by the very same score. So the points difference is going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. If Guam wins tonight, they'll finish in third and have to go on to a further qualification race against other teams that are finishing third. But as mentioned, China win, they'll top the group. Both China and Japan have already booked their tickets to the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. And of course, China will be looking to finish on a strong note. Well, we've just seen the players from China come out, and for them it was a 42-point victory against Japan. Well, they were led by Zhao Rei, who did have 16 points, and Hu Jin-cho, the big man, with 17. Of course, in that game, it ended up being 6 Chinese players finishing in double figures. Because the only player who could have finished with a double-double was number 26, Ju Junlong. As now he gets set to introduce the key players for Guam, and I think Guam would be very disappointed to know they didn't win that game. And if anything, if they just lost it by 1 point less, they would have had the head-to-head. It would have been regardless how they would have done today, considering Mongolia losing to Japan. Well, no time to look back now. So now we do get set to introduce the key players. And this team, of course, has been built around Ernest Ross Jr., who has been averaging 17.6 per game so far here in the qualifiers. He's been the prime-time player, along with the help of Jericho Cruz, who's pitched in 11. And Ty Wesley, having featured in 3 games, won't be available here so far tonight, averaging 10.7. But Guam is going to need a collective effort to win. They almost won here at home against Japan. They can play very inspiring, very collective, high-tempo basketball. Well, it's both these two teams' final game here in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. For China, excuse me, it's irrelevant, other than the fact that regardless, they'll probably win top of the group if they win due to the points difference with Japan. But having said, both China and Japan have already qualified for the FIBA Asia Cup. The victory is ever so important now for Guam. Well, now, basketball fans, it's time for us indeed to stand for the national anthems. National anthems of these two beautiful countries have been sung. We're live here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse, as now both coaches shaking hands with each other, giving each other respect and homage, as we're now moments away from tip-off. Well, this time, basketball fans, it's only appropriate that we introduce four very important people for tonight's game, and those are three referees and one commissioner. Well, there are three referees. We have Glenn Cornelio coming from the Philippines, Kyung Hwan Lee coming from Korea, and from Singapore, we have Chun Wing Leong. Well, we're very proud to say we have three of the very finest officials in world basketball. They've done an excellent job, and they'll continue to do so here tonight, along with the help of our commissioner and technical delegate, John Cyril Reardon. Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams, and I believe we will begin with the visitors, China. Well, China, of course, the winningest team in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup. That defeat against Japan in the opening window, I would say, was quite a disappointment, but you've got to give credit to Japanese basketball and the exponential growth and progression of the B-League. For many years, it was always talk of the CBA, but now there's many more leagues in the East of Asia. Well, some of these players for Guam actually do play in the Japanese B-League. Well, for China tonight, they're coached by Guo Shi-chung, assisted by Joaquin Ruiz-Lorente. There's head coach Guo Shi-chung, and he knows he's got a talented team. It's a team mixed of some, veteran players, also with some youth players that all feature in the Chinese Basketball Association. Well, there's Chung Choi-peng. He's having quite a decent season so far here in the CBA. Zhao Rui, one of the top players you're going to find here for this national team. Well, the big talking point is going to be about the big man, number 21, Hu Jin-cho, who did feature for China at the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. It's going to be more than a one-man show tonight for China. Well, China's starting five will see Zheng Fenbo go in with Xu Jie, originally from Shenzhen in the south of China. Zhao Rui was one of their top players in that win in the first game here in the window. Hu Jin-cho will start inside. And of course, Zhu Jinlong will be the final man. We talk about one of the most experienced coaches in the history of Chinese basketball. Now he holds the realm. A job that comes with a lot of high pressure, no doubt about it. Well, Ty Wesley is in action tonight. They're going to need a lot of minutes from the big man. Remember, a win for Guam, and they indeed will cement that third position. Well, he was with this team when they went through the last qualification system, just narrowly falling short. And here's tonight. This team have got to do the job here at home. Well, Ernest Ross Jr., no doubt about it, is probably one of the most exciting players to look out for here in the FIBA Asia Cup. As mentioned, that leading scorer, plus 16 points per game, along with, well, plus 17, I should say, along with Jericho Cruz and Ty Wesley. Well, Jonathan Galloway will start here tonight with Takumi Simon, another guy that does play in the Japanese B-League. Ernest Ross Jr., we talked about him, has experience in the B-League as well. Jericho Cruz coming from the Philippine Basketball Association. It's all down to how well this team can collectively put it on the floor. Head coach E.J. Calvo, as I mentioned, coached this team through the last qualifiers, and now is back from 2019 up until the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup. But now our official sponsor, the Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Tissot, is underway. Well, for China, as mentioned, for them, a win tonight would ensure that they finish top of the group. Well, for Guam, it's a little bit different. It's quite complicated if you think about it. Well, the permutations coming into this final game, day 6, was all about Guam and Mongolia battling for that third spot. Well, Mongolia, having lost today, actually have a better points difference than Guam. That's the tricky part you have to remember. So the key thing tonight here for Guam is, if they do lose, to ensure that they have a slight better points difference than Mongolia. Well, the case here is that for Guam is to ensure that their points difference is no more than 12 points lower than Mongolia in the last game. Guam will finish third if that happens, and they'll play in the final qualifying tournament for the third place teams. We'll try to keep you updated with that, but just remember, Guam wins, they finish third, they'll get another chance to qualify for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. Well, hello and welcome here to the University of Guam Fieldhouse. It's China taking on Guam. Final game here in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Well, Guam need to be fearless early on. They need to make sure they take this game right to China. China, no doubt about it, probably have the size advantage. And so all these Chinese players, many of them summer teammates, battle in the CBA. Well, it's going to be an early foul, so 2 free throws coming up here for Ty Wesley. I like what Guam's doing, going early down in the low block. And the foul's going to be called on Zung Fan Bo. That's his first personal. China's got to be worried they don't get into foul trouble early on. Ty Wesley missing the first free throw. He's going to need a big performance tonight from Wesley. As mentioned, he nearly averages a double-double here in the qualifiers. 23 games so far. China bit put under pressure. Shuchiak coming off one screen. Now goes baseline. Well, that's going to be a turnover. Still here to Ty Wesley. Guam now looking for their first field goal. Again, they want to go down to the big fella. He likes this matchup. Nice footwork, goes in, but he can't finish. Good defense. Well, Zung Fan Bo didn't have to do too much. Here comes China, but they turn it over. Well, you like the initiative, trying to be quick in transition, but they need to be more clinical. It was a simple pass, and in that case there, see China, Junlong just failing to take care of the ball. And that's going to be an 8-second violation. China making up for it collectively with their full-court defense. Guam's got to learn how to manage the pressure. So it's only going to be a reset of the 14 on the shot clock here for China. Zhao Rui coming off one screen. He's going to be the go-to player tonight here for China in the backcourt. Now pulls up for a quick three. Well, he made a few of those in the Philippines at the 2023 FIBA Asia World Cup. And another unforced turnover. What a great stop for Guam and Jericho Cruz. He's one of the more experienced players. This mentioned does play in the Philippine Basketball Association. Went to Adamson University in the UAAP. China will get this one back. I'm not quite sure what's happened here, but referees will be going to the monitor to have a review of something. I'm not quite sure what they've spotted. I think what they're going to look at, if it was a three-pointer from Zhao Rui, did he have his foot in the line? Our referee is Chuan Wing Long, coming from Singapore, and from the Korean Basketball League, we have Kyung Hwan Lee. And I'm almost certain it's to look at the three-pointer. Did Zhao Rui have his foot on the line? Quite inconclusive to look from that angle, unless you've got superstar vision. Well, Ennis Ross Jr. just going over to head coach E.J. Calvo. Get some final words. Now let's have a look here. Let's see, it's also tough to see from there as well, because the shoes are the exact same color as the three-point line. Well, welcome everybody to the University of Guam Fieldhouse. Final game here in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Currently it's Guam hosting China. The final game of Group C. Mongolia losing to Japan earlier. This is mentioned, it's all going to be about as well who finishes in third place between Guam and Mongolia. What makes it very, very complicated, as I mentioned already, is that both Guam and Mongolia split each other 1-1 with the exact same scoreline. Well, decision has been made. Zhao Rei's three-pointer will stand. And baseline possession coming up here for China. China patiently trying to build some offense. Now ball screen coming for Xu Jie. He'll pull up for one. The shot is up, no good. China battling for offensive boards, but Wesley comes up with it. Now Jericho Cruz bumps, goes into the circus shot, can't get it. The tip in, no good. Well, both teams searching for some early rhythm. Wesley doesn't want to call for a foul. Here's the penetration by the big man, Hu Jin Cho, but he's unable to convert that. Well, here's the plan. They expect to get heavy points from here tonight. Probably his best performance was here at home to Japan. Unfortunately, Guam did lose that game, and that was the victory that secured Japan's qualification to the FIBA Asia Cup. Wesley posts up. He's going to have to take this one. Pump fakes, puts up a three in the corner. Both teams struggling here offensively. Well, trying to go for the third three-pointer. This one's good. And China begin the game with two triples. Well, that time, Zhu Junlong getting the three-pointer. And he had way too much time and space to take that. Almost 3 minutes played. Guam still looking for that first field goal. Here it comes. Pick and roll executed to perfection. A nice roll coming from Jonathan Galloway. Zhao Rei sets the screen himself, and again, both teams executing the pick and roll. Well, you gotta love the footwork there from Hu Jin Cho. Well, China have a man down. Galloway finds Ernest Ross Jr. He'll fire this one. China go over the rebound. Xu Jie trying to run. China saved this one from going out of bounds. It was a scramble on offense. Guam too slow to react. Hu Jin Cho not trying to put the ball on the ground. Going for the post up. Got to be physical here, but that's just way off the mark. Galloway beating him on the physicality battle. And China staying in a man-to-man matchup defense. Cruz kicks out. Ernest Ross Jr. goes baseline, finishes with a layup. And now getting the second field goal here in the first quarter for Guam. Zhao Rei bumps and draws the second team foul. That one's going to be against Jericho Cruz. Well, nice play here. The pick and roll was set for Cruz from Galloway. And that time, Zhao Rei just getting caught out on the closeout defense. Well, it's going to be a baseline possession here to China. China leading by 3. For them, the meaning of finishing top of the group over Japan, one of their deep rivals here in the Asia Cup, is now Guam going into 2-3 zone defense. China's made 2 threes. There's a third one go flying. But unable to secure the rebound. Guam trying to push. Ernest Ross Jr. going all the way, and he gets the and one. Well, this man just went coast to coast here in the Pacific. Well, that's a bullet train. Nobody's going to stop him. 3 players, no chance. Well, now he has 4 points. Nearly averaging a double-double with just under 9 rebounds. His best performance did indeed. It was a double-double against Japan, in which I mentioned already, Guam ended up losing. 3-point play converted. Both teams snatching 8 apiece here at the moment. Zhao Rei finds another one. China trying to get things going from the 3-point line, but not having the consistency. Guam looking to take the lead. Galloway trying to get a seal off. Now wants to go to work. Got it by Zhao Rei. Goes down the middle. foul's going to be on the ground, so no basket. That's a mismatch China cannot afford to have happen too often here this evening. So sideline possession coming up here for Guam. Now a chance for them to take the lead. Ernest Ross, quick catch and shoot. Three is up, and it's good. Well, he's feeling that confidence early on. He's got to remain to be aggressive here tonight. 8 points so far for Ernest Ross. Well, nice dump down. Beautiful basketball by the Chinese. Well, it started with a post entry. And what a dime coming from Yang Han-sun. Only just coming off the bench, getting his first dime of the game. And the bucket was made by Ju Junlong. Now goes up to 5 points. Guam lead by 1. Galloway down the middle, bit of contact, will not be denied. And right now, Guam showing their dominance inside the paint. Well, this is a worrying sign here for China. It's not too serious of an injury, but again, it's a simple screen. It's a high pick and roll. Gets it at the high post. As I mentioned, China don't want to pick up too many fouls, but defensively, they've got to be more alert. But Liao San-ning went to the ground and is only just come into the game, so hopefully he's going to be okay because China's going to need him tonight. Ju Junlong looks like he's going to take a breather, so coming in for China, number 9, Jiang Ning. So already both coaches, also China in this case, rotating through their bench quite early on. China trying to get something from this offense. There's a pump fake. Can they get three-pointer number 3? It's in the corner, it's up, and it's good. Well, if it's going to be 3 points that leads China to become top of the group, that will do it. Because now they have converted 3 triples so far here in the first quarter. Well, the right idea. Galloway was open. Cruz went for the PBA pass. And I like that idea, but Galloway's got to know it's coming. Well, this would have been the dime of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Now we're into 4 minutes. Well, gets a seal off, goes in. Foul's being called, so free throws coming up now for Yang Han-sun. Well, Yang Han-sun has played in the 5 games so far here in the qualifiers, only averaging 6 points per game along with 3 rebounds. He stands at a towering 216 centimeters, which is roughly 7'1". You have to remember, he's only 19 years of age, and this season in the CBA, he's averaging a double-double. He currently does play for the Qingdao Eagles. Second free throw good. China have a 1-point lead. Ben Borja also subbing in at the moment for Guam. Along with Johnson, who's now going to play backcourt duties. Well, Guam making the penetration. There's a kick out. Got to make something here. Time winding down. Galloway isolates, goes in. Doesn't get blocked, but he misses the attempt. And China hold on to a rebound, but it's got to be a carry violation. And a costly turnover here for China just when they were about to build some more momentum. Well, there's a rebound by Jiang Ning, and he unfortunately did rock the cradle in that one. Well, the last time China won the FIBA Asia Cup was back in 2015, defeating the Philippines in the final. Boa puts up a jump hook. And two unsuccessful offenses coming from Guam. And China just want to get back to winning ways. Remember, the winningest team in the history of this competition. Well, can they make it 4 threes? And that's not going to drop. And China so far have attempted 6 3-point field goals. They have converted 3, but it's going to be a backcourt violation. As Mark Johnson Jr. just trapped, well, didn't quite get the spacing right on this. That's too close to the halfway line to go call for a ball screen. Remember, they got to play for that 3rd place. All they've got to do is win. It won't get them qualified to the Asia Cup quite yet. It'll just give them another chance to qualify in a further window. The foul's going to be called against Joseph Blast Jr. I think he felt there was a foul that should be called on Gao Shuyan. Time winding down. China now spinning out, goes in the lane. What a, oh, he missed it. Well, he had it at point blank range, made a beautiful move. And in the end, Zhang Ning failing to make that. That would have given them a 3-point lead. As Ernest Ross trying to find Galloway. China come up with this one. Oh, baby, big man. Putting it behind his back. Wow, Yang Han Sun. Well, you got to go to Yang Han Sun again. Trying to go for a post-up. Got it by Galloway. Tries to go in the lane. Spins around. Are you kidding me? Well, this guy's made 2 good moves, but he's going to get called for an offensive foul. I like this kid. Well, he may have got called for the offensive foul, but he's got a few moves. I like the spin out. It's the elbow. Well, it's a good call, but I'll tell you what, he's got a bit of flair to him, that's for sure. Got a bit of handle, put it behind his back in the full court against the guards as well. Well, Takumi Simon getting ready to check into the game here for Guam. As Ernest Ross will go to the bench, he'll take a breather. Well, remember, the 3rd place teams here in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers will be split into 2 tournaments. The qualifying tournaments in the East and the West. This is going to be 6 teams who are finishing 3rd place here in the FIBA Asia Cup that will compete in those competitions. This is good defense. Guam go for a 3, and that gives them a 2-point lead. Well, that's one way to make the defense commit, is to hit those perimeter shots down. 2nd 3 now of the game for Guam. Because now with just over a minute to go here in the 1st quarter. We're trying to go from the pick and roll. Mid-range not going to count. Guam leading by 2. You have to remember, 4 more teams will qualify for the Asia Cup, and that's what's going to happen in this qualification tournament. Well, good defense. Yang Han Sun just becoming a solid insurance policy inside the paint for China. And Ty Wesley picks up the foul. Well, 216 centimeters. That's why he's in the lineup. Because you can watch him in action play in the Chinese Basketball Association with the Qingdao Eagles. And averaging a double-double at his age. That's incredible. Well, China now looking to get back in this, down by 2, looking for 3, number 4. It's up, and again, this team finding their rhythm, and it's coming in 3 points each time. China now 50% from downtown. Well, they turn this one over. China comes up with it. Goes in with a Euro step, finishes. Oh, it rolls its way out. But they come up with an offensive rebound. Final player of the 1st quarter. As the penetration goes in, the lane goes up, and he finishes. Chayo Zhonghua. Big time play. Well, that was just a simply tough penetration. And in the end, one more time, Liao Sanning said Chayo Zhonghua. Well, they'll go into the second quarter with a slight advantage, but no help side defense was stopping this man. Well, indeed, it is a three-point lead currently here to China. The difference for them is they have been superb from the perimeter, shooting a very impressive 50% from downtown. China's only taken 2 free throws so far. Guam's taking 3. But now we'll look at the highlights here from the first quarter. Well, there are collective stats, excuse me. So far, Guam slightly better from within inside the three-point line, converting 4 out of 10. But they are being led by Ernest Ross. Well, only 3 Guam players are actually on the stat sheet tonight. Ross with 8, Jonathan Galloway with 4, and Ty Wesley with the 1 free throw. But China patiently trying to break down Guam's defense, finding those high percentage looks from the perimeter. Well, Hu Jin-cho has been a big part of this team throughout the qualifiers. He's one of the more experienced players here for China. Well, again, look at the dime here, the basketball IQ from China's young 20-year-old Yang Han-sen. Again, good, well, the defense not quite there at that point. And Zhang Fan Bo just getting caught out, and there was a three-point, only the second one of the game for Guam. But China's perimeter shooting has been tough. Zhang Ning in the corner nailing that one. But this time, indeed, it was Zhao Jiayi. So everybody coming on the floor, getting ready to spot up from the perimeter here for China. Well, again, hello and welcome to everybody. We're live here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse, where currently it's the final game. And download Courtside 1891 using that QR code. Download Courtside 1891 to stream FIBA Live games and get all the scores and schedules. Courtside 1891, use that QR code today. Well, China leading by 3 points. They'll get the first possession here of the second quarter. As Gao Shiyan inbounding the ball here with Liao Sanning, who was the play to get that final bucket for China at the end of the first quarter. Guam going back into a 2-3 zone defense. Well, they find the big fella, goes in, count it, and he's going to the free throw line. Well, I tell you what, Yang Han-sen, this guy's gonna be a future prospect. Who knows? Well, I'm seeing a basketball IQ from a young player that's off the Richter scale. More than just a big post player. He's got a basketball brain. Converts the three-point play. He now moves up to 4 points. China building a 6-point momentum here over Guam. It was a matter of pride when they beat Japan, of course, by 42 in the first game of this window. Kumi Simon now finds Ernest Ross. He's made 1 3, and that rolls its way in and out. Third rebound of the game for Yang Han-sen. Yang Han-sen called for a post-up. Got it by Galloway. Again, drawing fouls. Who is this kid? I'll tell you who. Qingdao Eagles double-double per game in the CBA. Now he holds the ball and puts the ball on the floor. I mean, the confidence is terrifying in him. Well, China now with 7 here on the shot clock, leading by 6. Got to get something going. They go for three-pointer number 5, bit of contact. No foul call, but another offensive rebound. Well, they'll go for another one. They'll put this up. Yang Han-sen, rebound number 5, that is, goes in. Simply unstoppable. He's only 19 years old. And he's playing like a veteran pro at the moment. And there was the offensive rebound. Nobody put a body on him. And he went in and finished at the summit. In 2022, played at the FIBA Under-18 Asian Championship, averaging 12 points per game. Goes to the 2023 FIBA Under-19 Basketball Cup. He wasn't far away from averaging a triple-double. He was at 5 assists per game with 12 points and 10 rebounds. And now a chance to make this a 9-point ball game here for China. Well, naturally, you'd find Hu Jin-cho in the game. Of course, one of the favorites in the CBA, but I think you're looking at the future of China's center position. Well, every young player's got to learn, and he's unable to hit the three-point play. 6 points and 4 rebounds for 19-year-old Yang Han-sen. Cruz finds Ty Wesley. Once he goes in with a teardrop, and that one rolls its way in. And Guam needed that bucket. Now Guam deviating their defense, going back into a man-to-man matchup. China going to dribble handoff. And that's going to be the legal screens called against Yang Han-sen. This is the education part for the young fella, because now you're playing at the professional level, and I think he's going to go to the bench. But what a 6 minutes and 50 seconds we've seen from 19-year-old Yang Han-sen. Well, Galloway, Takumi Simon, Ernest Ross, Jericho Cruz, and Ty Wesley all on the floor now for Guam. Ernest Ross goes down the middle, gets another and one. Well, if Guam wants to finish third, they've got to go through Ernest Ross. We have to remember the importance of finishing third here in this group. The third-ranked teams in each group of the qualifiers in groups A, B, and C will play against each other in a single round-robin format in the East tournament to determine the top 2 teams that will finally make up those final 4 positions yet to be qualified for the FIBA Asia Cup. Remember, 4 remaining spots, and 6 teams who finish in third place will still have a chance to compete for those. Well, gets rejected. Well, big-time block by Jonathan Galloway. Well, this isn't just protecting the paint. This is protecting third place. Guam won a chance. They want to go to that East qualification tournament. 4 spots remaining here in the Asia Cup. And China want to finish first. 7 now on the shot clock. Time winding down. Gao Shuyan now has to put up a tough 3. This one's up. And China's struggling from the perimeter. As Ernest Ross Jr. may have just got away with an offensive foul. Well, Cruz did the effort of keeping it in bounds. And now Jericho Cruz. Just put a little bit too much on that. China have numbers here in transition. But China need a little bit more patience as Chang Shui-Peng now with the ball in his hands. It's a ball screen from Hu Jin-cho, a little teardrop and a nice pick and roll executed by China. And that's all down to the work of the big man, Hu Jin-cho, setting that screen and making himself a big target for the defense. China now converting 8 points from the turnovers there from Guam. Wesley now tries to isolate. And again, another unforced turnover from Guam. Not the first time we've seen that here in the first half. Because in a game like this, every possession matters. I think we're going to have a timeout. As both these 2 teams here in the second quarter with 6:43 to go, we'll talk it over. China have a 5-point lead. Final game here in Group C. For China, a win will put them top of the group. For Guam, it will put them in third and give them one final chance to compete in a further tournament to maybe grab one of those 4 remaining spots for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup.
Get that swing and down swing. All right, now we
There you can see the go-to player for Guam indeed is Ernest Ross. 11 points so far with 5 rebounds and almost has a double-double already here in the first half. I don't think he's going to care about any individual accolades. Ernest Ross, the kind of competitor, the experienced professional, he just wants to play at the prime time. And what better way to do that than to play in the FIBA Asia Cup? Well, Jaure penetrates down the middle. He's open on the perimeter. He's made 1 3. Goes for another one. China going stone cold from downtown. Guam have numbers. Cruz throws the alley-oop, and oh my goodness, Galloway went to the summit, but in the end he got fouled. So free throws coming up here for Jonathan Galloway. Well, Zung Fan Bo had no choice but to foul him, and if he didn't, well, he was going to be on the FIBA Asia Cup's top 5 best plays. Well, 4 points so far here tonight for Jonathan Galloway. It's his first trip to the free throw line. He's almost averaged a double-double. Currently playing in Cyprus this season for Apoel Nicosia. You can feel the nerves and anxiety of all these Guam fans. Galloway started his pro career playing for Bakken Bears. Started his professional career at the University of California. Well, played his NCAA career at the University of California, Irvine. He comes from a place called Richmond, California, which, if you like your basketball culture, is the home city under the infamous film Coach Carter. Well, splits the defense, avoids the block. What a move by Liao Sanning, the man who got the final bucket at the end of the first quarter. Right now, dissecting Guam's defense down single-handedly. Still a 6-point lead currently to China. Jericho Cruz now, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Now, did they call this one on Ty Wesley? Well, that's going to be Wesley's second personal foul. Well, Wesley, yeah, just went in with the illegal screen against Jaure. China have led by as many as 8 points. Well, China may be getting away with an offensive foul. A nice penetration, steps through. Another block by Galloway. Well, Galloway with a big-time rejection. Number 2 so far here in the game. Ernest Ross goes in, Eurostep, and now he draws contact, and he'll return back to the charity. They will be going to the free throw line. Sometimes you see the call made, but look at this. Galloway said, "Not in my house. Get out of here. Goodbye." The foul's going to be called against China's Jaure. Chance now for Ernest Ross to chip again into this deficit. Former University of Auburn and Missouri player, started his pro career in the Australian NBL with the Perth Wildcats. He's had quite a bit of time playing in Japan with the likes of Yokohama. He's now currently playing in Chinese Taipei with Taoyuan, Taiwan Beer. It's Hu Chin Cho securing the rebound now here for China. Xiao Rui trying to push. Well, the advertisement board has been simply eviscerated, and that's down to Guam's physical defense. Well, I don't think it's easily fixable, but I think most importantly is that Ju Junlung is okay. He's tough as nails. 5 points tonight for Ju Junlung, number 26 for China. Does Guam get another chance to cut this down potentially to a one-possession ball game? As now we hit the halfway mark in the second quarter. Wesley's got 2 fouls. Got it by Zung Fan Bo. Stands his ground, but a bit of bully basketball by Ty Wesley. And that indeed is his second field goal tonight. And That slices the deficit down to 3 points. That's good defense by Joseph Blass. On the turnover, Ty Wesley comes up with it. Guam looking to push. Well, Wesley now again the post. They'll try to go to Galloway. Good hands in the end by Ju Junlong for China, preventing that from being an easy 2 points to Galloway. Well, change coming in for China. Zhao Jiayi, who played minimal minutes in the first quarter, does have 3 points. And already Zhao Jiayi putting his hands in the passing lanes, trying to chase Ty Wesley all around the half court. Wesley now spins, goes baseline, finds Galloway though. Now he finds Galloway, now goes up with it, and Guam simply just too big and dominant inside the key. Well, Guam's Twin Towers right now keeping them in this game. Is China getting ready to make a change? Xu Jie is going to come back in, and what a play by Zhao Rui. I don't even think he was looking at the bucket. We can argue it's a tale of two different teams. China right now relying heavily on their backcourt, while Jericho Cruz went in with the circus shot. You've probably seen him do that a few times in the Philippine Basketball Association. But going back to the comparison I was making, China very much from the perimeter tonight. As Cruz comes up with a steal, another turnover for China. Guam can take the lead. Ernest Ross mid-range, doesn't get it. Galloway tried to go in for the follow-up. China can now build on their lead. Well, it's all out of control at the moment for China. Zhao Rui wide open. He'll fire a three. He's made one. Big-time shot. And they needed that one. And that now becomes the 5th three-pointer made for China here in the first half. A timeout's going to be called by head coach E.J. Calvo of Guam. His team down by 4 points with under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Well, we're going to go down to the Guam bench to hear what coach E.J. Calvo has to say. Just when they were about to take the lead by 1 point, Zhao Rui comes back, hitting his second three-point field goal, and China's 5th. Well, here was the PBAS hook shot coming from Jericho Cruz. Once played with the NLEX Road Warriors under former Gillis coach Yan Giao. Now currently with the San Miguel Beermen. Well, great atmosphere we've seen here so far in the home games of Guam at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. There's no doubt this beautiful, magnificent, fluorescent island. And these Guam basketball fans would love to see their country play at the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. But the only way they're going to do it is if they finish in 3rd place and qualify for the final tournament, in which 6 teams will try to grab the final remaining 4 spots. Cruz now calling for a screen. Goes in with a little floater, can't get it. Yang Han Sen coming back in the game for China. Gets this one all the way. Oh, baby! Shesheni, one and good night. Holy moly. I've been singing his praises, and now he's got 8 points. You knew that was coming. Well, they try to crash Galloway, but Yan Han Sen is going to get called for the foul. And he looks perplexed. That's the right call. Should have had both hands up. Well, he's a talent. He is a talent. I tell you that right now. Wow, 19 years old. Qingdao Eagles, double-double in the CBA. 19 years old, incredible. Throw it down, big man. Still China hold on to a 5-point lead. As Galloway's unable to secure the 3-point play. Another rebound here for Yang Han-sing. Well, he's also 5 rebounds, 2 points away from getting that double-double. Wanting to set the bull screen now for Zhao Rui. Zhao Rui's made 2 threes. Now he makes a third one. 6 3-pointers for China here in the first half. They are cooking. Well, he had a very good shooting night for China at the 2023 FIBA World Cup against Angola in that big win. Because the loss to the Philippines meant they were unable to qualify for the Olympics. Ty Wesley getting the lucky bounce, and that now becomes the third 3-pointer for Guam. Zhao Rui trying to push this one quickly. Well, nobody came out to stop and went in with a very nice finger roll. Well, he's bowling out right now. Zhao Rui, 13 points, 2 assists. And he is indeed the game's leading scorer, now above Ernest Ross Jr. has 12. 17 points of difference. Wesley made his last 3. Pickett Poppeth doesn't get the roll that time. And Galloway turns this over. Well, 3-pointer would put China up by 10. Would be their first double-digit lead of the game. And they turn it over. Ernest Ross comes up with it. Goes in with a Euro step. And he doesn't finish. China looking to push. Finds the big fella. Goes in, draws a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Well, Yang Han-sing tonight is going to be his 3rd trip to the charity stripe. Has missed 2 out of his 4 free throws. Well, as great as he's going to be, he's got to learn how to make his free throws. Well, he missed them both. And indeed, he's missed 4 tonight, only converting 2. Oh no, it's going to be a lane violation, so get another chance to make this one. Well, now he gets it 50% from the free throw line. 9 points, 6 rebounds. And incredibly, also has 3 assists. Well, that free throw, not necessarily a 2-for-1, but if China get a stop here, they could try to go into the halftime break with a double-digit lead. Remember, no more fouls to give for either team. Final seconds. Ernest Ross pulls up, goes for a deep 3. That one's up, no good. China comes up with it. And Xu Jie is going to try to slow this one down. And Xu Jie now. There's a kick out. There's the final 3. 3 is up. San. Well, big time play. China are cooking. 7 out of 15 from downtown. A staggering 46%. Gives them an 11-point lead. Well, Xu Jie from Shenzhen City kicking that one out, baby. And China, right now the winningest team in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup. They want to finish top of Group C. And Guam have got a lot to think about going into the halftime break. Well, that was a big-time 3 in the end. Oh, Joe Chi, the big man, former Houston Rockets player, not in action tonight. Well, you can see it's a three-point shooting. That is the difference. The 11-point cushion for China, more or less, has come from downtown. Guam have taken 10 free throws. They've missed 4 of them. And China, at the moment, only out-rebounding Guam by 1. Both teams 10 assists. But I kid you not, three-point shooting is the difference. Well, Zhao Rui right now putting on a show, but the big talking point is young 19-year-old Yang Hansen. 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Could this young man get a double-double? Well, we'll find out. We'll take a look at the highlights here. Well, here he is again. And the thing that makes him such a lethal player is his IQ, how well he reads the game. Probably the area of development is going to be the free throws. But who do you compare him to? Wang Zhizhi, Chen Lian, Yao Ming, or maybe he's a mix of all 3 of them. This kid's the real deal. Getting offensive boards, too big, too strong, and only 19 years old. Well, Guam have had their success with the likes of Ty Wesley and Jonathan Galloway, but these 2 bigs, they've got to remain to be aggressive. If not, China's going to run away with this one. Well, here's a nice penetration. And that's something China's done very well with their backcourt. Liao Sanning, the man who got the final bucket at the end of the first quarter, relentlessly finding a way and making the layup. But I stress you, if Guam wants to take the win tonight, well, 16 points combined total between both Jonathan Galloway and Ty Wesley, but they're going to need the guard to step up, and Zhao Rui putting up a circus shot, and I don't think he was looking at the rim. Well, Zhao Rui leads the scoring tonight with 13 points. Plus, he's hit 3 big three-pointers. And here was the big-time flush. Well, again, the pick and roll here. Zhao Rui coming off the screen. Too much time and space. Punishing Guam's defense. And there was the final 3. And that time it was Zhu Junlong with 8 points. Well, Basel fans, it's halftime. Final game here of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. We're going to take a short break and we'll return momentarily.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Huge three-point attempted, oh my goodness! Mustafa Rashed, top scorer in the game.
Good spacing here by Chinese. Oh, that's a monster flush. There's the flex. Come on now. Look at this move. Little shot fake. Drives the baseline and brings the thunder. Look at that. Goes to the top floor. Mayfield takes over. Oh, that's a great ball, but look at that for a block. That is absolutely outrageous coming from Brian Hallems.
Drops inside, Winyard goes up, throws it down. With some real passion, gets up the ring, throws it down.
Shoots 33% from 2, picked off. Three-point shot, the surely not red hot shot from Mike Lewis to beat the buzzer.
Oh, nice pass to Brynick. Put it on the highlight reel. Atapong Lila Pipoku with the pass of the day. Fennell floating it in. What an alley-oop play that is! The young stars of Australia. Beautiful bounce pass, a big slam. How about the poster? Mungie turning it over on the other side and coming down the floor. So they come up with the steal. Amini to beat the buzzer. Off the glass and his cash money. He remains perfect from the field. And he adds another triple to Iran's tally. Mohamed Amini having a ball game. Nice pass down low, running the baseline. Oh, look at Boyne says, get out of my way! Look at him! He breaks out the guns! The crowd's going nuts!
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, welcome back, basketball fans. We're live here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse, where currently China have an 11-point lead here against Guam in the final game of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Well, China's lead is really down to the fact they've been simply prolific from the three-point line, converting 7 of the three-point field goals. And Zhao Ray leading the way at the moment, the brigade. Boy, he's been terrific so far. One thing about him, he's a very versatile player. He just knows how to break down the defense. This has been with the national team for quite a while, and he does play for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers in the Chinese Basketball Association. He's a gold medalist in the 2018 Asian Games in Jakarta, but he's yet to win a medal for the Chinese national team in either a FIBA Asia Cup or the Basketball World Cup. Well, originally from Daqing, Heilongjiang, China, 29 years of age. He spent his entire career. He also played for the good part of his career, at least with the Guangdong Southern Tigers, at least. Off of Guam, on the other hand, it's been the story here of Ernest Ross Jr., the journeyman, the man who's had a magnificent professional career, now 34 years of age. Currently playing in Taiwan, Chinese Taipei, excuse me, for the Taiwan Beer Leopards, as they're known. Of course, he has been simply outstanding. Those are quite the stats there for Ernest Ross Jr. 12 points this evening with 5 rebounds. And he does have one still to his name so far. And he has made that one three-pointer, but it's been the ability to convert 2-and-1 plays. I mean, he is simply too big to handle. It's almost like a strong bull going down the middle. How do you defend Ernest Ross Jr.? Well, if you are just joining us, this is the final game here at Group C of the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. And again, we're live here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. Guam in their last 10 are in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Just fell short. They finished in 3rd place, but narrowly lost out in that final tournament of the East to gain one of those final 4 positions. And they're going to have to go through the same route again. Well, it was actually Chinese Taipei that defeated them in the summer 2021, and due to the global pandemic at that time of COVID-19, the Asia Cup was postponed to the summer later. So maybe the heartache and pain of Guam, knowing what they went through, is going to help them propel potentially. But you have to remember, they have the same exact record as it stands as Mongolia. And in the 2 games they played Mongolia, they lost 1 and won 1, and the score was the exact same in both games. How about that? So it does make things very complicated in terms of the permutations, because given the fact that, in this case, if both Guam and Mongolia lose, well, Guam have to ensure that their points difference is no more than 12 points lower than Mongolia in this last game. So Guam will finish third and will play in the qualifying tournament for the third place teams, if that is the case tonight. Well, it's going to be a big game here in the second half. Guam's still very much 2 quarters to try and win this one. And if they win this, they'll cement third place. It's just going to be very complex to keep up with the points difference in terms of they don't lose, but they don't win, I should say. But they're going to need step-ups from players like that man, Joseph Last Jr. As mentioned, Guam right now offensively heavily relying on the likes of Ernest Ross Jr., Ty Wesley, and Jonathan Galloway. The backcourt just hasn't been able to get things going. Or, of course, if you are Guam, and that's the way you're going to break this game down, then you've got to keep on finding your bread and butter, and then bread and butter are the 3 bigs inside, along with the perimeter work, of course, of Ernest Ross Jr. Also, Kumi Simon, one of the Guam players that does play in the Japanese B-League. Just right now has played minimal minutes so far here in the first half. I think EJ Calvo right now just wants a big response from one of his players. Somebody to step up big time. The question is who he's going to get it from. Well, that's going to be a tough one to find out. Well, if you compare how these two teams have done at protecting the paint so far. China at the moment with 18 rebounds, 4 of those coming on the offensive end. Well, Guam with only 15, 3 offensive boards, but you kind of feel with a team like Guam, what's going to help them is going to be going for second chance points. If they can convert those offensive rebounds into that case, they'll find a way back in this, no doubt about it. But China, as we saw in the first half, many players coming in and out of the rotation. And sent field goals from within inside the 3-point line. And they're coming off the back of a monumental victory against Japan. Of course, they did lose to Japan in the first window in Tokyo. Here in the third window, they were able to, I guess in their minds, reestablish what they felt was the rightful pecking order here in the FIBA Asia Cup. It's China, the winningest team in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup. 16 FIBA Asia Cup championships with China. The first one they won was back in 1975. And as I already said in the first half, the most recent one they won was back in 2015 when they still had Yi Jianlian and a very young Zhou Qi. Well, they came up short in Lebanon. And again, they did struggle in Indonesia, losing in the knockout stage to Lebanon. Well, head coach Guo Shiqiang right now is probably relatively pleased with his players, but no doubt about it in that halftime talk in the changing room. He said to his players, listen, we've got the game, but you have to remember, they're still a very good team. So we got to take nothing for granted. We got to finish the job, and we got to do it early here in the third quarter. That's what I imagine would be the message. Well, Basel fans, you saw that QR code, and make sure you download the official FIBA Asia Cup app. You can use that app right to follow everything here from the qualifiers up until we go to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia for the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. And I tell you something, it's a great thing that we have here with these FIBA international windows, whether it's the Continental or Basketball World Cup qualifiers. It's a great story. You got China, historically the greatest team in the history of the FIBA Asia Cup, who've had some great coaches, both Chinese and foreign coaches. They've had Del Harris, former LA Lakers coach, Panagiotis Giannakis, who coached Greece in 2006, defeating the USA in the semifinals. and probably arguably one of the greatest coaches in the history of China, Du Feng, and Sasha Djordjevic. And you look at Guam, a country that through this qualification system now have the opportunity to build their national federation. And again, the more we have these windows, the chance national teams get to come together and build and plan for the future. And it's great for the fans. Well, Ty Wesley's made 1-3 tonight. He's unable to hit that one. Guam only converting 3 3-pointers so far this evening. It's China lead by double digits. Hu Jin Cho. Good hands by Wesley. China go for an 8-3. Another offensive rebound, but it's going to be a foul here against Ernest Ross. That's only his second personal foul to get. Oh no, first personal foul, excuse me. That's a good look from the perimeter by Tsung Fun Bo. And there's the penetration. Tsung Fun Bo. Oh, nice footwork, nice dive, finds Hu Jin Cho, and it's beautiful basketball. Oh, it's all down to Tsung Fun Bo with the penetration, slicing Guam's defense up. And what a dime he made. Oh, good defense. Ernest Ross goes in, hangs in the air. They've got to have him get at least between 25 and 30 points if they're going to win. Zhao Rui. Well, Hu Jin Cho is wide open. Oh, what a pass again. Tsung Fun Bo has become the magic of China. Well, the dimes this man is throwing is Zhu Junlong getting now 8 points, but it's all down to Tsung Fun Bo. Jericho Cruz now finding Galloway. Good hands by Xu Jie. That's going to remain Guam ball in the baseline. Oh, Tsung Fun Bo, I tell you something. The vision he's had so far here in the second half has been simply impeccable. Ernest Ross Jr., a bit of contact. Doesn't get the ad one, but a foul's going to be called. Oh, I'm not quite sure if this one's on Tsung Fun Bo or... Oh, holding foul was called. Let's look at the replay. I think it's on Zhao Rui. That's a good call, actually, because he had hands all over Jonathan Galloway. China lead by 13. Ernest Ross bumps. No foul called. China looking to extend their lead at the moment. Zhao Rui off one screen. Pulls up for a long two. That's from 19. Can't get it. And Takumi Simon, who plays for the Shinshu Brave Warriors in the B-League 2, coming up with a big rebound. Well, Ty Wesley behind the back finds Galloway. Takumi Simon, three in the corner, it's up. Good build-up. Well, Tsung Fun Bo's got to stop arguing with the referees. Right now, he's got to toughen up. Ty Wesley going in, playing bully basketball. Well, that's what they need from the big man. And at the moment, 10 points tonight for Ty Wesley. Second Guam player to get into double figures. And Xu Jie just throws that one away. Well, Wesley now goes in for a teardrop and now goes on a 4-0 run, inspiring Guam's offense. And that cuts it down to single digits. Well, they want to go to Hu Jin Cho, goes in, a hot foul. Well, Jericho Cruz looked like he went to help up Hu Jin Cho. I'm not quite sure why Ernest Ross tried to push him away. Wow, ouch. It's like a clothesline, if you like. Well, I just wonder if the referee, no, they're going to keep this as a regular foul. Well, no, they're going to, I think, yeah, they're going to review this, and rightfully so, because, I mean, Jericho Cruz, if you know him, anything about him as a player, he's a fantastic professional. He's not that kind of player. And what I assume he's trying to do is go for a block, but unfortunately he's mistimed it. So it looks a lot worse than it is. But let me tell you something, it doesn't represent Jericho Cruz as a player at all. He's a fine professional, a magnificent father as well. But I think he's just mistimed this one. I think it looks a lot worse because, you know, he does try to help up Hu Jin-cho, but I think he's going to get penalized for this one. It's a hard foul, no doubt about it. But I want to stress the fact that that doesn't represent Jericho Cruz as a player. He's had a magnificent career in the Philippine Basketball Association. Goes playing with NLEX Road Warriors and the San Miguel Beermen. I think, yeah, he's got his eyes on the ball. Just unfortunately, he's followed through, and that's quite reckless. But we'll find out what our referees are going to decide. Well, again, great place to come here. Second time in these we've had FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers from 2022 and now 2025. The Guam University Fieldhouse. It's been rocking here in some evenings. And Guam have the potential to really become a hidden gem in terms of international basketball. And I think that's the right call. And unfortunately, Jericho Cruz is a case of just mistiming that block. And I think at this level, you really can't be going over and swiping. But as I said to you, there was no malicious intent in that one. I just think he went for the block. And unfortunately, when you're up against a very tall Hu Jin-cho, that's a tough task. Well, Hu Jin-cho, originally from Xinjiang, China, plays for the Zhejiang Guangsha Lions. Because the only gold medal he's won for China was when he played for the youth team at under 16 level in Iran in 2013. Stands at 211 centimeters. And one part out of his game we haven't seen tonight, he likes to shoot for the mid-range. This is quite handy at playing against zone defense, especially putting him at the high post. Because quite often, more enough, a lot of centers like to play drop defense against him. Shujet now finds a gap, kicks out. Songfeng Bo had a wide open look, can't finish. Trying to get another offensive board. Now Shujet. And that's going to be a push in the back against Hu Jin-cho, and a good call. Great work by Jonathan Galloway, cementing that box out, forcing the foul against Hu Jin-cho. Well, Takumi Simon now having to play point guard duties. He's now been put under heavy pressure. Galloway got it by Songfeng Bo. Wesley now looking for an ISO. Up against the young 19-year-old. That's good defense. Final seconds. Galloway. Nice backdoor. Finds Ernest Ross. And China's defense just caught napping. Well, that was a very clinical play. The seconds on the shot clock were winding down. And it's back to a single-digit deficit. Nice play. Here we go. My goodness gracious. Oh, Chundaba. This kid is for real. 19 years old. He's setting ball screens. He's rolling. I mean, he's looking like a 10-year veteran. And maybe we're looking at the future of Chinese basketball that's going to bring back the glory days. The 16 championships in the FIBA Asia Cup. But at that time, Ty Wesley just told me to hold on a second. Well, great game between these two teams as now Jao Ray goes in, can't finish, and the 19-year-old clearing out. Well, he puts himself back on the highlight. Well, how many 19-year-olds play like this young man? Point lead currently here in China. Just over 5 minutes to go. Wesley trying to be physical. Well, nice dive, finds Galloway, goes up, and he doesn't get the ad one. And I think that's going to be another foul against Songfeng Bo. And if it is, that might be his third personal. But again, it's Guam's interior play at the moment that seems to keep them in the game. Well, first free throw made by Galloway. And I don't know if that foul was called against Zhang Fenbo. Just gonna have to find out. No, I don't think it was. He only has 2, but another missed free throw. And Zhang Fenbo gets a rebound. Well, Zhang Fenbo's game gives you a little bit of reminiscent feelings of once Sun Yue, one of 2 Chinese players to ever win an NBA championship, was teammates with the former late great Kobe Bryant. Xu Jie unable to knock down the mid-range. Of course, the other Chinese player to win an NBA championship was Mang Batir, who did win it with the San Antonio Spurs in 2003. Zhao Re's mid-range, not going to go. China still lead by 10. It's now Ernest Russ. Finds Ty Wesley. Galloway wants this one. Galloway's got to go at it. Oh, Galloway, I felt, had a mismatch there, defended by Zhu Junlong. But I think they just bailed themselves out as Xu Jie. Well, Xu Jie bails him out, committing that foul. And that's a matchup Galloway's got to take. But I think what he's wary of is that Yang Hun-sen is going to come down for the double team. So change coming in for China. Gao Shuyan has played 8 minutes. Only 2 rebounds so far with 0 points. Ben Borja also subbing in here for Guam. Ernest Ross puts him a teardrop from 15. That's way off the mark. Galloway gets a rebound. Goes up against the young 19-year-old. Again, post interior defense has got to be the development, and a nice move by Jonathan Galloway. He cuts it back down to 8 points. He now has 9. Well, Zhao Rei goes in, avoids the block. Another rebound here. And it's another trip to the free throw line. Rebound. That's number 8 for Yang Han-sen. 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Remember, he also has 3 fouls and 2 turnovers, so he's got good hands, that's for sure. And that foul's going to be called against Ernest Ross. Well, he's missed 3 free throws tonight. If you're going to play at a high level, you got to be expected to be fouled. And you've got to be able to knock down the free throw shots. He now moves up to 14 points and officially does become China's leading scorer. We think probably when he gets back from this window, he might be heading to do his homework for high school. That just goes to show what an elite player he is at such a young age. Of course, think about the great bigs who have come out of Chinese basketball. Before Yao Ming, there was Wang Zhizhi, who played for the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, Yijian Lian, who had a brief career with the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, Zhou Qi, brief time in the NBA with the Houston Rockets, but I'm looking at this kid, I'm thinking there's some serious potential. And great effort by Jonathan Galloway. And again, he's playing with everything to ensure his team finish in 3rd place. Well, he took his own shot, chasing his own rebound. And that is what I call pure desire. Well, Galloway so far here in the window, prior to coming into this game, has only been a 47% free throw shooter. And of course, tonight, Guam have indeed missed 5. Because you don't want to look back in this game and think the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. Second one, good. Guam trying to keep it to single digits. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hu Jin-cho goes in with a quick teardrop in the high-low play between Hu Jin-cho. And of course, it's that man again. It was a dime killer from Zhang Feng Bo. Dennis Ross, time winded down. Goes for another three. Was a contact. Can't finish. I think that's going to be Guam Bowl, and they need that one. Well, they're going to heavily depend on every play here at the moment. Well, Wesley finding Galloway. Guam have 10 seconds, plenty of time to build something. Galloway getting the seal off. China coming for the double team. Galloway goes up, gets rejected. Liao San-ning with the block. Well, Liao San-ning only stands at 191 centimeters. And he just said, Jisha Wonderfangsa, this is actually my house. Get out of here. Well, there's going to be 1 second left here on the shot clock. Well, Wesley, quick three, big time three. And that cuts it down to a 7-point deficit. Second three of the game for Ty Wesley. Guam refusing to throw the towel in. Well, if they can keep this to single digits going into the fourth quarter, this will give them optimism. They've got to keep playing. The Guam fans trying to rally. Oh, what a dive goes in. Simply B-E-A. Beautiful Chinese basketball. And it all starts with Gao Shiyan. Well, that had to be the dime of the game so far. The behind the back, literally behind the back. Well, behind the head, I should say. Well, another three goes missing for Guam. China looking to push. Well, reach in coming from behind, and that's on Joseph Blass. Still a 9-point lead. Guam right now haven't yet put China into the penalty, but neither team with any fouls to give with 1:29 to go here in the third quarter. Zhang Feng Bo getting a handoff. Finds Liao San-ning. Try to Euro step, but turns it over. Guam have numbers. They failing to capitalize here in transition. Dennis Ross fires a three. And that was just not a great shot. I mean, you can understand why he took it. 16 points tonight. But they're going to need better shot selection. A foul has been committed. So Hu Jin-cho looks like he's going to go to the free throw line. Well, big free throws coming up now for China center. Hu Jin-cho has been arguably one of the ambassadors for the Chinese national team. 8 points this evening, and this is his first trip. Now indeed here to the free throw line. He's had some very impressive numbers here in the windows. His best game, of course, came in that defeat against Japan, where he had 23 points, 12 rebounds. He's averaging 18 points per game so far here in the qualifications. Towards the end of his career, he'd like to maybe lift a FIBA Asia Cup championship. Question is, can he do it this summer in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia? Well, the free throws do make it a double-digit lead now for China with 1:06 left. They turn it over. China now goes up. Zhang Feng Bo misses. But China again come up with a steal. And Hu Jin-cho can't get it. And finally, Zhang Feng Bo The man who has the game very close to Sun Yue. 17-point lead. Galloway goes in. Nice pick and roll scenario there with Jericho Cruz in China. Quickly wasting no time to get the ball in bounds. And they just go end-to-end basketball. Well, just when Galloway cut it back down to 11 points, you just saw how quickly Zhang Ning just got the ball up the floor. 3 seconds difference between game and shot clock here at the moment now for Guam. Down by 13. Cruz picks up his dribble. Ty Wesley. Final seconds. Joseph Blast. Pump face goes in. Gets rejected. Well, what a block, but the 3 is good. And that's one way to win the third quarter for Guam. And they won't get it off in time. Well, I'm going to ask the question, does Zhang Fanbo get the block and the assist? I think he's going to end up with the block. That is a huge three-pointer that cuts it down to a 10-point deficit. Well, the score indeed, well, after that three-pointer, actually it's a 10-point deficit. Guam at 56 points. So now we're going to take a look at some of the key stats here from this game, and then we'll run back the best highlights here from the third quarter. Well, China didn't make a three-pointer there in the third after hitting 7 in the first half. They do have 18 field goals from inside the rainbow. Both teams with 9 free throws. We'll run back the highlights from the third. Well, China, of course, making the most of their interior play, as is Guam, of course. They can see Ernest Ross currently right now second leading scorer for Guam, just behind Ty Wesley and ahead of Jonathan Galloway, who has 15 points. Well, Wesley at the moment 8 for 13 from the field. And there was Ernest Ross on the back door, the dying seconds of the shot clock. And Young Knights heat-year-old cleared the runway. Well, Zhao Rui, probably one of the most talented backcourt players you'll find in the Chinese Basketball Association. And Hu Jin-cho, with his experience, is obviously going to be a great mentor for young Yang Han-sun. And Coach E.J. Calvo, at the moment, believing in his team. Going tonight in Mongolia, of course, losing to Japan, and it wasn't a heavy defeat for Mongolia. So it's going to make this battle a very tough one indeed for Guam. Mongolia tonight lose by 10. Download Courtside 1891. Use that QR code to download Courtside 1891 to view, stream FIBA live games and to get the best streams and schedules. Final 10 minutes. Can China finish top of the group? Can Guam try to cement that third position? It's going to come down to points difference, no doubt about it. Regardless if Guam loses, that is, points difference is going to be a very, very complicated one to figure out. And that's not a good way to start defensively. Well, Zhao Rui has simply had a superstar stellar night tonight here in the backcourt for China. Now Jericho Cruz finds Galloway. Well, it looked like it was going to be good help side defense from Gao Shuyan, but yeah, that's a foul. Should be no arguments. Oh, it's interesting. China playing in this window without Zhao Jiwei, excuse me. He's one of the natural point guards. And Hu Mingxuan. As both players still featuring prominently in the prime of their careers in the Chinese Basketball Association. It's another turnover. China have numbers. Zhang Fanbo going baseline. And he's going to turn that one over. Well, that's a case of just predetermining what you want to do. You've got to be able to read the defense. And Joseph Blast Jr. Well, that could have gone either way, but I think that's the right decision. And Zhang Fanbo's night is finished. Well, not finished exactly, just been subbed out, excuse me. Cruz now penetrates. And that's going to remain Guam ball. Well, China felt that came off of Cruz, but I think if you look closely, Johnny Nate probably got a deflect. Well, I don't know, actually. That's a tough one. Oh, quick catch and shoot off the inbound. And there you can see Takumi Simon. Shinshu Brave Warriors having a good season in B2 in the B-League. Cutting it back down to 8 points. Zhao Rui trying to put the magic on. Oh, Ty Wesley, good interception. And Guam now giving everything. Very similar to how they played against Japan here in the second window. Can they find a way back? Well, that's a tough post-entry pass from Jericho Cruz. Ideally, you want to go to Takumi Simon if the idea is to get the ball in the low block. Well, now coming back in the game for China, joint leading scorer with Zhao Rui, Yang Hansen, number 51. He just needs 2 rebounds to get to that double-double. And 7 assists if he could to get to a triple-double. But he's got 3 fouls. Wesley wants to go at him. Wesley bumps, goes in. And there's rebound number 9. Oh, what a pass goes in. Are you kidding me? Chaiyo Chonghua. Well, that was a pretty dime. And extends China's lead back to 10. Well, Simon made his last shot. Got to make this one. Big time 3. And that indeed cuts it back down to single digits. It was actually a 12-point lead after China capitalized in transition. Simon now heating up. Here we go. One more time, and I'll say it again. He's only 19 years old. Yang Hansen, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Well, he might as well take the game's MVP home with him if there was such an award, but now blast goes in, count finish. And I think China may decide to go with the head coach's challenge. I think quite clearly you can see the reaction from head coach Guo Shiqiang. Well, is he going to go? Yep, I think he's going to go for it. So now our referees have a choice to make here at the moment. No need for it. They're going to overturn the decision. And I think that is conclusive if you saw the replay. I don't think China got a deflection on that one. I think Joseph Blast Jr. lost control of that one, clear as daylight. Well, Guam's got to remain composed. Zhao Rui pulls up from 18. Is now Ernest Ross securing the rebound here for Guam. 16 points, securing that rebound. Very close as well to getting a double-double tonight. Well, Ty Wesley spots up. That's too short. Zhao Rui securing the rebound. Make that rebound number 6 for Zhao Rui. Goes in with the Euro step, kicks out, another 3. China's still 3-pointless here in the second half. But they do lead by 11. Now we're into 7 minutes here in the 4th and final quarter. The final quarter for these two teams in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup. Well, good hands by Yang Hansen. And now he wants to go himself. He wants to go himself all the way. And he's unable to finish. Ernest Ross almost turns it over, and he does that. Yang Hansen goes in, too big, too strong, and simply just too good. 19. And just needs 1 rebound to get to that double-double. Well, he might be one of the most exciting young players, not only in the Asia Cup qualifiers, but throughout the entire FIBA Continental qualification system. And a timeout's going to be called by E.J. Calvo. Guam now trailing by 13. Well, Ernest Ross came up with that play, but at that point he got a little ahead of himself, and that became turnover number 16 for Guam. China, granted, they do have 13 turnovers, but they have a 13-point cushion. Well, you see the stats right now from the perimeter. Guam have almost got the same amount of 3-pointers. That's China. In terms of rebounding, Well, both teams 29 rebounds apiece, and Guam actually had 10 offensive boards, but you know, you got to be able to convert those offensive rebounds into second chance points. You've got to win tonight. Because remember, it's going to be down to points difference if China wins this one for both Guam and Mongolia to see who finishes in third place. Well, hello and welcome. If you are just joining us, we're live here at the University of Guam Fieldhouse here for the final game of the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers between both Guam and China. Well, this Group C fixture, if China wins, they'll finish Group C top of the table after an emphatic blowout victory against Japan here in the final window. Well, right now, it's going to be down to whether Guam are able to finish in that third place. Because remember, as I mentioned, of all the teams who've qualified for the FIBA Asia Cup, 6 remaining teams who finish in third place will then compete in a further tournament separated by East and West to find out who will make up those 4 remaining spots to the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup that will be hosted this summer in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Just got to remember, it's going to be very complex because Mongolia lost today by 10. Guam down by 13. Takumi Simon trying to push quickly. And almost gets his pocket picked there by China's Gao Shuyan. Time winding down here for Guam. Wesley, someone's got to get open. Simon now finds Wesley, puts it on the floor, pulls up in the mid-range. Doesn't get that one. The rebound secured by Zhang Fenbo. And Yang Hansen now going pick and roll basketball. Zhang Fenbo fires a 3. Well, that's a good look for him. And just like Sun Yue, he's also left-handed. Well, Wesley's got to make something here. Yang Hansen's got 3 fouls. Goes in, and he's had his day against the young 19-year-old in the paints. But why isn't Wesley just trying to post up more against him? Well, 22 points tonight for Ty Wesley, 7 rebounds. Well, another penetration. This man is simply just got to the rack at will. Liao Sanning. Well, that might only be his 6th point of the night, but you got to remember the first field goal came at the end of the first quarter. And he just knows how to get to the rack. Well, Gao Shuyan is going to leave the game. Zhao Rui coming back in. China still lead by 13, run to halfway. Jericho Cruz also coming back in. It's now Wesley. Wants to go up against the young kid again, and again, he is just simply bowling. Well, textbook post play by Ty Wesley. And 24 points. The game's leading scorer. Well, the deep one goes fly for China, and it was about time they hit their 3-pointer here in the second half. Well, incredible scenes tonight. China's been terrific. Galloway goes in, turns this one over. And he's going to go all the way. And again, it's a finish here for Liao Sanning. Oh, what a finish for this man. And she now moves up to double figures. He had 11 points, excuse me. Giving China the 16-point lead, that biggest margin of the game. Yang Hansen now trying to match up. Wesley spins out, goes in, and that's going to be a 4th foul against the young 19-year-old. Well, this is where young Yang Hansen has got to learn the art of post-interior defense. And it's going to come with age. Well, I don't think he's going to get a double-double tonight, but what a performance with 19 points, 9 rebounds. And the timeout's going to be called. think this one's going to be called by E.J. Calvo, because Guam have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to try and salvage whatever they can in the moments. Well, I would imagine at the moment, Guam's going to think about putting on some full court pressure, because they have yet to commit a foul. And that's perfect for them. They'll take a few gambles early on, try to be a little bit aggressive here with China. The thing is, for China, they've only missed 3 free throws tonight out of the 12 they've taken. So simply, they don't need to rush anything. They just need to take their time in this final period of play. Well, here's been Ty Wesley's 24 points. Simply too much to handle. He also has 3 assists and 7 rebounds. Well, Takumi Simon played very well here in the 4th quarter. 2 big field goals, one of them coming from the 3-point line. And there was the big 3. Well, I was right in what I said earlier when he had 6 points. One of them coming with slashes at the bucket. That was a 1-3, and then he had the one in transition. Of course, this game has just happened at such a fast tempo. And China's played a very exceptional style. But now Ty Wesley, got to make these free throws. He played his university basketball at Utah State, graduating in 2011, started his career in the Netherlands with Heroes Den Bosch, where he played a few seasons. Of course, has also played in the Australian NBL with teams such as the Wellington Saints, New Zealand Breakers, Melbourne United. Of course, most recently, he did play for Southeastern Melbourne Phoenix. Hot screen set by Hu Jin Cho. Another 3 goes flying. As Ernest Ross secures the rebound. Time not on the ally here for Guam. They've got to be very quick. They don't have time to waste. As Wesley's been indestructible, spins out, goes in, and a beautiful move. Well, he's been terrific. 28 points for Ty Wesley. He's been indestructible. No foul called. Galloway should have grabbed that one. For Guam, they just want to keep this into single digits if they are going to lose this one. Well, Galloway went for the block. Ross gets a rebound. Well, they're going to Ty Wesley. China just can't seem to defend him at the moment. Wesley bumps, goes for a fadeaway. Now it's 30 points. Well, he is playing the old school back to the basket post-up game. And China, he's eating them up. He's eating them up at the moment. Oh, look at this. You don't see this too often in the modern game of basketball. China's got to figure this one out, because there isn't a single Chinese post player that's going to be able to stop Ty Wesley. Well, a timeout called by China. I think you can see from the reaction, head coach Guo Shuqiang has seen enough. Well, Guo Shuqiang, of course, originally from Liaoyang in the province of Liaoning. Was a player back in his day, played for his local team, also played for Sichuan as well. For Sichuan, the region of China that's most infamously known for that spicy hot pot. And you can see right now he's got a very spicy manner about him, because he is infuriated that his team just cannot seem to defend Ty Wesley. The last time coaching in the CBA was with the Guangzhou Long Lions, who actually sometimes play some of their games in Foshan. Because you remember, go back to the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup, their home arena was one of the host venues. But it's not the first time head coach Guo Shuqiang has led the Chinese national team, as Ernest Ross Jr. now having a double-double. That's just a regular day at the office for him. Over 2 minutes. China still with a 10-point lead. Zhao Rui goes in a little teardrop, and that rolls its way out. But Hu Jin-cho, the offensive board. And that just silences the crowd. Well, Guam have 17 turnovers. Ty Wesley's time. Wesley down the middle, finds Jericho Cruz. Galloway goes up, throws it down. And that's a case of team basketball. Well, they almost turned it over, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. And now Guam a chance to cut this down to single digits. So an excellent opportunity. Guam, they want to lose this game with 81 seconds, as low as possible. And Shenzhen local, who plays for the Guangdong Southern Tigers, Shu Jie checks back into the game. Well, they got to get something going. Ty Wesley now got it again by Hu Jin-cho. 5 seconds left. Spins again. Finds Galloway. Goes in. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound. The putback no good. Wesley kicks out. Simon, big three. Oh, baby! That could be the difference in qualifying for the final qualification round. And what I mean by that is finishing in that ever so important third place. Maybe, just maybe, it could happen for Guam again. But they'll need to stop here. And that's not a bad foul, because it doesn't put China at the free throw line. We got to remember, coming into this game, Guam had a plus-minus difference of 74, while Mongolia had a plus-minus difference of 87. Now, granted, Mongolia lost by 10 today, but it's going to be ever so imperative that that margin remains very low as we finish these 45.5 seconds left. Well, there's a reach. Zhao Rui kicks out, goes in the corner. Deep three is up, and it's good. China trying to break the hearts of every Guam basketball fan here tonight. And a big-time three. Well, the three was made by Zhu Junlong. And that indeed is his third three-point field goal tonight. Guam calling timeout. Just when Guam was starting to rally and starting to believe in themselves. Well, 15 points tonight for Zhu Junlong. China, indeed, 5 players in double figures. While Guam, on the other hand, right now it's only 3. Ty Wesley with 30, Ernest Ross Jr. with 16, and Jonathan Galloway after that big dunk, moving up to 17. Well, right now, VJ Calvo, you just need your team to execute a play here. That was the reach. And it was Guangdong Southern Tigers Shu Jie making that extra pass. And in the end, finding the dagger from Zhu Junlong. Zhu Junlong standing at 200 centimeters. He wants to spend his entire career since 2019 in the Chinese Basketball Association playing for the Zhejiang Lions. Of course, his best season was back in 2021-22 when he averaged almost 10 points per game and 5 rebounds. He's always been a plus 30% three-point shooter in his career in the CBA, and that's a big one to make. Well, Takumi Simon will inbound this. China have the 10-point lead. Well, big play coming up. Wesley posting up against Hu Jin Cho. Spinning, turnaround, going up. 32 points for the big fella. He's simply unstoppable. Well, final play now for China. And I think they're just going to dribble this one out. And you can see from EJ Calvo, that might just do it for them as well. Well, I don't know if Mongolia will be too happy with that one. But China win, and they top Group C here at the end of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. And maybe, just maybe, this result might be enough here for Guam. But as I mentioned, Guam's 2 games against Mongolia was the exact same score, but different results. Well, terrific performance tonight from the Chinese national team, collectively coming together and winning. The only defeat they had here in the qualifiers was in the first window on the road in Tokyo against Japan. But they made up for that defeat, winning earlier in this window by an emphatic 42 points, and now dominating the head-to-head. Well, only 2 3-pointers for China in the second half. But this defeat for Guam, it's 8 points. It may just be enough for them. As I mentioned, the permutations coming into this group, no one expected it to go like this, of course. But Ty Wesley's 32 points. And as I said, even if they finish third, Guam, they won't automatically qualify. They'll still go into another qualification round with 6 teams, all in third place, that will all have a chance in the East and the West of Asia to qualify for 4 remaining spots here in the Asia Cup. China and Japan finishing top 2. They'd already cemented their tickets in the second round. I think you can see by the celebrations from the Guam players, maybe, just maybe. Well, Takumi Simon may have only had 5 points, but let me tell you something, they were 5 crucial points. Well, China were terrific. There was the no-look time in transition, and you gotta love the execution from this team. That time, Zhao Jiayi finishing. And again, young 19-year-old. Well, he's probably put every scout in world basketball on notice with this performance. And here he was again. Ty Wesley tried to take the charge, but he was inside the restricted area, so Wesley probably fortunately did get called for an @1. But going back to Ty Wesley, this was a game of games. And if they are to qualify in the end for the Asia Cup, considering that they potentially are going to finish third place, if so, it's going to be down to his game tonight with 32 points and 8 rebounds. I mean, old classic basketball, back to the basket, post-up game. Well, this is vintage. And he let them all know he was eating up the post-interior defense. Well, there was 1 dime plus 2 dimes, finishing at equaling a 2-handed Galloway dunk. And these fans in Guam, they just simply love this occasion. Simon again, another big shot. Well, he's going to be looking forward to returning back to the B-League in B2 for the Hsinchu Brave Warriors. Well, that's it. That wraps up Group C. Well, they're the standings at the moment, so it's going to be interesting to find out if Guam or Mongolia will finish there, because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of points difference that need to come into play. Well, Basel fans, again, it's been a magnificent ride here in the 2025 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Indeed, China finished top of the group. So China, along with Japan, Australia, Iran, Jordan, Qatar, Gilas, Filipinas, New Zealand, Lebanon, and Korea have booked their tickets. The 4 remaining spots will go to the best third-place teams. All 6 of them will get another qualification window. Well, for now, it's good night, goodbye, and God bless.